Picture this: Russia, grappling with sweeping Western sanctions and entangled in the ongoing conflict in Ukraine, finds itself at a crossroads, cut off from many Western markets and deprived of access to advanced military technologies that once fueled its defense industry. Moscow is compelled to look eastward for new partners and fresh opportunities. Meanwhile, India stands as an economic powerhouse on the rise, skillfully maneuvering its relationships with the West, China, and its long standing ally Russia. In this shifting landscape, Moscow is making a renewed strategic push to rekindle its Cold War era bond with New Delhi, a partnership that now holds fresh significance in a rapidly changing world. Russia's urgency is palpable. The economic pressure from sanctions is mounting, and diplomatic isolation from the West has made it clear. Survival demands diversification and resilient partnerships. For Moscow, India emerges as the ideal partner. With its vast defense requirements, booming market, and fiercely independent foreign policy, India offers Russia both an economic lifeline and a strategic foothold in the Indo-Pacific. This partnership is not just a matter of convenience, it's a calculated move by both nations, forged by necessity and ambition. Nowhere is this renewed alliance more evident than in the realm of defense. Recent years have seen a flurry of high-profile deals, each underscoring the depth and dynamism of bilateral military cooperation. Take the S-400 air defense system. Russia has promised to deliver the remaining units to India by 2025-26, building on the system's proven performance during regional tensions. This is not just an arms sale, it's a symbol of trust and strategic alignment. Then there's the Su-57E stealth fighter. In a groundbreaking gesture, Russia has offered India unprecedented access to the aircraft's source code, enabling local customization and full technology transfer. This aligns perfectly with India's Make in India initiative, allowing indigenous production and technological advancement. It's a clear signal that Moscow is willing to go the extra mile to cement its place as India's primary defense partner. Collaboration doesn't stop there. Discussions are underway for India to co-produce next-generation BrahMos missiles, taking joint military development to a new level. These moves reflect not just the transactional nature of arms deals, but a deep, strategic embrace, one that encompasses co-production, technology sharing, and long-term mutual interest. But the partnership goes beyond the battlefield. At the April 2025 Working Group meeting in New Delhi, India and Russia agreed on 6 new strategic projects spanning energy exploration, digital technology, and agricultural cooperation. As Russian oil and fertilizer exports to India surge, making New Delhi one of Moscow's top trading partners beyond China, the economic interdependence between the two nations grows ever stronger. The launch of the Chennai-Vladivostok Eastern Maritime Corridor has dramatically cut shipping times, boosting trade and connectivity. Russia also supports India's efforts to carve out an independent role on the global stage. Whether as a counterweight to Western alliances or as part of trilateral forums like RIC, Russia, India, China, these diplomatic maneuvers are about more than immediate gains. They're about shaping the future balance of power. Yet India's path is one of careful calibration. While deepening ties with Russia, New Delhi remains actively engaged with Western nations through forums like the Quad and defense collaborations with the United States and others. India's military procurement strategy is deliberately diversified, purchasing Russian S-400s and AK-203 rifles, even as it explores advanced Western platforms like the F-35 and Javelin missiles. This multi-vector approach preserves India's strategic autonomy and ensures it is never beholden to any single bloc. Why does all this matter? The revival of the Russia-India alliance signals a broader shift towards a multipolar world, challenging Western dominance and giving both nations greater leverage. For India, this means enhanced autonomy and flexibility. For Russia, it secures a vital partner in Asia and reduces dependence on Europe. In this grand game of global chess, both sides are making bold moves with consequences that will reverberate far beyond their borders. The Russia-India alliance is being revived, not by nostalgia, but by necessity and vision. Moscow's willingness to share its most advanced technologies, shows just how high the stakes are. India's nuanced diplomacy demonstrates a recognition of both opportunity and risk. This is geopolitics in motion, dynamic, high stakes, and deeply consequential. In a world where old alliances are shifting and new power centers are rising, both Russia and India are playing a careful but bold game, one that could shape the balance of power across Asia and beyond. I'm Shubh, and I bring you stories that matter, stories that help you understand how these global moves affect all of us.